You've blown it. That first date you were so excited about, it went down like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. Maybe you spilled your drink all over her designer dress, or perhaps you rambled on about your ex for half an hour. Whatever the case, you're pretty sure you just earned yourself a one-way ticket to Singlesville population. But before you resign yourself to a life of lonely Netflix binges and microwave dinners for one, let me throw you a lifeline. As a seasoned dating coach who's seen more comeback stories than a Rocky movie marathon, I'm here to tell you that all is not lost. So put down that pint of consolation ice cream and listen up, because I'm about to show you how to turn that dating disaster into a comeback story worthy of an ESPN highlight reel. Now it's time to dig deep. We're going to channel the spirit of every underdog sports movie you've ever seen. Remember, it ain't over till it's over. Let's break down your game plan for turning this fumble into a touchdown. First things first, you need to own up to your mistake. This isn't Congress. You can't just deflect and hope the problem goes away. Take a page out of Honest Abe's book and fess up. Send her a message acknowledging where you went wrong. Keep it light but sincere. Something like, "Hey Sarah, I wanted to apologize for last night. I was so nervous about meeting you that I ended up talking more than the host at the Oscars. I promise I'm usually a much better listener. Any chance I could get a do-over?" Honesty and self-awareness go a long way. It shows you're mature enough to recognize your mistakes and brave enough to address them head-on. That's more attractive than a perfectly executed first date any day of the week. If there's one thing we Americans love, it's a good comeback story sprinkled with humor. Think of how many times Will Ferrell's characters have made fools of themselves only to win in the end. Channel that energy. If you can make her laugh about the situation, you're halfway to redemption. Did you knock over your water glass? Message her with something like, "I swear I'm usually more graceful than a bull in a china shop. How about we try again? I promise to keep all liquids at least arm's length away." Self-deprecating humor shows confidence and the ability to laugh at yourself. It's like diffusing a bomb with a joke. When done right, it can turn a tense situation into a shared laugh. Now, it's time to swing for the fences. Offer a second date idea that addresses your first date faux pas. Did you talk too much about yourself? Suggest an activity where she gets to shine. Maybe a cooking class where she can show off her culinary skills, or a trivia night at a local bar where her knowledge can take center stage. The key here is to show that you've listened and learned. It's like a coach adjusting the game plan at halftime. You've seen what didn't work. Now you're coming back with a strategy designed for success. If you get that second chance, come prepared with thoughtful questions that show you're genuinely interested in getting to know her. Did she mention a hobby or interest in passing? Follow up on that. If she talked about loving jazz, ask her about her favorite artist or if she's been to any good concerts lately. This approach shows that you were paying attention, even if it might not have seemed like it at the time. It's like a quarterback remembering a weakness in the defense from earlier in the game and exploiting it for a big play. On your redemption date, practice active listening like your dating life depends on it, because, let's face it, it kind of does. Make eye contact, nod along, and ask follow-up questions. Show her that you're more interested in getting to know her than in talking about yourself. Think of it like being a sports commentator, but for her life. You want to understand the play-by-play, the strategy, and the backstory. This level of engagement can turn a skeptic into a fan faster than you can say touchdown. Here's where we separate the men from the boys. Don't try to be someone you're not just to impress her. If your first date went south because you were putting on an act, now's the time to show the real you. Are you a secret comic book nerd? Don't be afraid to let that flag fly. More into craft beer than wine? Say so. Authenticity is like a good offense. the best defense against misunderstandings and disappointments. Remember, you're not entitled to a second chance. If she needs time to think about it, respect that. Don't blow up her phone with messages or try to guilt her into seeing you again. Give her space. Like a good defensive player gives the offense room to make a mistake. If she doesn't respond right away, send one follow-up message after a few days and then leave the ball in her court. Respect and patience can turn a maybe into a yes faster than you might think. Now, I'm not talking about showing up at her workplace with a boombox over your head. This isn't an 80s rom-com, but a thoughtful gesture can go a long way. Did you find out her favorite book during your first date disaster? Send her a copy with a note saying you'd love to discuss it over coffee. The key here is to make it personal and low pressure. It should feel like a genuine attempt to connect, not a Hail Mary pass in the final seconds of the game. If you do get that second chance, show her that you've learned from your mistakes. Were you late the first time? Show up early. Did you dominate the conversation? Ask her questions and really listen to the answers. Demonstrating personal growth is like showing up to spring training in the best shape of your life. It shows dedication, self-awareness, and the ability to improve. These are attractive qualities in any potential partner. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you just can't recover from a bad first impression. And that's okay. If she's not interested in giving you a second chance, accept it gracefully. Thank her for her time and wish her well. Remember, in the game of dating, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Every experience, good or bad, is a chance to improve your game for the next match. All right, champ, there you have it. Your playbook for turning a dating fumble into a comeback story for the ages. Remember, everyone has an off day. What matters is how you recover. By owning your mistakes, using humor, offering thoughtful do-overs, showing genuine interest, practicing active listening, staying authentic, being patient, making thoughtful gestures, demonstrating growth, and knowing when to gracefully exit, you're setting yourself up for long-term success in the dating game. The most important thing to remember is this. You're not trying to trick someone into liking you. You're trying to show them the real you, the one who might stumble occasionally but always gets back up and tries again. That kind of resilience and authenticity is more attractive than any perfectly executed first date could ever be. So get out there and turn that bad first impression into a great second chance. Who knows? This could be the beginning of your own personal love story, complete with a rocky start and a triumphant finish. After all, isn't that what all the best stories are made of? Now go out there and win this thing. Your perfect teammate is waiting for you to make that comeback play of a lifetime.